They head down towards the last 200. Warren Point byline and Goman are in pursuit. On the wide outside is Tower.
He's a talented horse. He's got low mileage, and like I say, he's coming off the back of a listed win in the UK, so he had all the form. It's obviously you're trying to assess the local horses, and obviously Convex Kid is unbeaten out here, and we knew we had a very good horse on our hands. And the main thing with him was that he just got into a nice rhythm. He can be quite gassy in his races, and I was able to they went at a nice pace, and I was able just to track on the back of Hector Crouch, and he dropped his head, and I knew he would take me to the straight, so I was quite adamant. I was happy where I was, and it was just a matter of how long I followed him. And then as we turned into the straight, he kind of picked it up again without me even asking, and it was just, I was like, oh, not just yet, we've a bit of way to go, but it was an impressive performance. And he hasn't been long in Dubai. He shipped out. He was one of the last to ship out because obviously he was still running in the UK. He won his listed race, so he hasn't really done too much work. He's done a few bits, so the likelihood there would be a lot more improvement on him. And like I say, he's one of those Tabaris I think will improve with age, and he'll be an exciting horse going forward. To some of these races, that are even around the GCC. You could probably get some more black type back in Europe over the summer. But it's a horse that handles. He's proven it there. He handles fast conditions, so he should be a fun horse for the summertime.
They're inside the last 200, and it's the Godolphin blue in front. King of Conquest, the leader, but Classical Wave is the one giving chase to the outside. It is King of Conquest and Richard Mullen in front by a length and a half, drifting to the centre of the course, but collects. King of Conquest.
It was a very good performance. In fairness to the horse, he had to brave all the elements that were against him. Really, the drying ground made it. It's very quick, and he broke very well. I was always in a nice position. I was always happy. Just when the race started to develop down the hill, I was just mindful that I didn't want to really ask him too many questions seriously early on running down that hill. I always felt confident that I would pick him up, but it was just a matter of time and getting him into a rhythm where he was happy, because once I swung into the straight, then you have another element. There's a headwind that is blowing it. It's nearly blowing you over, and he's a very small horse, and he was getting blown around there. But he had to overcome that as well, and they say I think he's broke the track record, so it was an impressive performance. And yeah, he had a lot against him, but he seemed to get through it. And like I say, he's not an over big horse, but he's very genuine. He's got a heart of gold, and you always know when you're riding horses like this that you've got every chance. I mean, it's very hard to assess the local form because it's not really out there, but there's a lot of good local horses. And like I say, the racing and the genuine standard of racing in Bahrain has improved dramatically. I mean, the last time I was out here was 3 years ago, and it's improved dramatically. Not only here in Bahrain, but in Europe as well. They're investing a lot into the bloodstock. They're buying the right horses, and in recent years it would have been quite easy to come over and win these races. But full credit to everyone in Bahrain, the Turf Club, and for encouraging this racing and the people they're getting over here. The track is in great condition. We're very fortunate out here now that we have Dubai, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, all in that little circumference of each other that you don't have to travel too far. And the prize money on offer is excellent, and yeah, full credit to them. But it's always nice to win one, but it's probably nice for people watching us to win, but I'd say the locals wouldn't be too happy.